Imagine the heartbreak of a talented striker sidelined not just from games, but from the very heart of team training. That's the shocking reality facing former Everton forward Neal Maupay right now, just weeks before Marseille's big Champions League showdown with Newcastle United. If you're a fan of Premier League drama spilling over into Europe, you won't want to miss how this unfolds. Let's dive into the latest buzz around Newcastle United and their upcoming European adventure. One ex-Everton player, Neal Maupay, seems unlikely to suit up for Marseille in this crucial Champions League encounter. For those new to the football scene, the Champions League is Europe's top club competition, where the best teams battle it out for glory, and matches like this one at the Stade Velodrome can be absolute thrillers. Maupay's journey in English football was quite the ride. He spent time at clubs like Brentford and Brighton before his stint at Everton. In 2024, he made a permanent switch to Marseille after starting with a loan spell from the Toffees. That's Everton's nickname, by the way. The now 29-year-old French striker didn't hold back toward the end of his Goodison Park days. He fired off a bunch of social media posts making it crystal clear he wanted out for good. It's moments like these that remind us how personal the beautiful game can get, especially when a player's future hangs in the balance. In his debut season with the Ligue 1 outfit, Marseille's domestic league, which is France's version of the Premier League, Maupay bagged 4 goals, showing flashes of his sharp finishing. But fast forward to this current campaign, and it's a different story. He hasn't stepped onto the pitch at all. For context, Ligue 1 is known for its high-energy play and star-studded squads, much like the Premier League, but Maupay's absence has been glaring. Zerbi's Marseille team is holding strong in second place in the standings, trailing only powerhouses PSG, yet the forward hasn't featured in any of their 8 league matches so far. And this is the part most people miss. Even in a stacked team, opportunities can vanish quickly if you're not producing results. Neal Maupay's shocking exile from Marseille's training sessions. Reports straight from reliable French outlet Ligue paint a pretty grim picture. Maupay has essentially been exiled from full training by manager Roberto De Zerbi. The details are telling. While Maupay hasn't been a consistent goal machine, his slim output, combined with the influx of fresh attacking talent, has pushed him even further to the sidelines. Think about it, new arrivals like Amine Gouiri, who came on board in January, the experienced Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and the dynamic Igor Paiseo have all boosted Marseille's forward line, making it tougher for Maupay to break through. For beginners, this is a classic case of squad competition in professional football, where managers juggle talent to find the perfect balance. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite interest from other clubs, no one snapped up the ex-Brentford and Everton centre forward, leaving him stuck at Olympique de Marseille, OM, but firmly on the periphery. Is this a fair way to treat a player with Premier League pedigree, or just smart squad management in a cutthroat league? Some fans argue it's harsh, while others see it as necessary ruthlessness. According to the reports, his routine now is limited to joining warm-ups before heading off for light drills with the assistant coach, like simple passes, and then jogging laps around the pitch. He's not even making the matchday squads anymore, and team meetings? Forget about it, he's not invited. It's a far cry from the glory days, and it raises questions about player welfare in high-stakes environments. As for Newcastle United fans, mark your calendars. The Magpies head to the iconic Stade Velodrome at the end of November for their 5th league phase game in the Champions League. Maupay's involvement? It looks highly doubtful at this point, which could be a relief for Newcastle supporters given his history. Speaking of which, during his English career, Maupay netted 3 goals against Newcastle across 10 meetings, though he ended up on the losing side in half of those clashes. Interestingly, he only outscored his tally against Newcastle when facing Leeds United and Wolves, both with 4 goals, or West Ham, 5 goals. For example, those strikes against West Ham came in heated derbies, showcasing his knack for rising to big occasions, but against Newcastle, it was more mixed results. But here's a counterpoint that might stir some debate. Could Maupay's exclusion actually benefit Marseille by sharpening their focus, or is De Zerbi risking locker room tension by sidelining a vocal player like him? What do you think? Should clubs give more second chances to experienced pros, or prioritize youth and new blood? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you're Team Maupay or Team Tough Love, especially as Newcastle gears up for this clash.